Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie today, and as you guessed from the title, the name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was a Secret Anbu? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, shout out to my subscriber Gopa Mukherjee. I do not know if I said your name right, but if I did, then yeah, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for that because I tried at least. And I hope you like today's story as well. For that, you must also like and comment. So, without any further ado, enough of my yip yapping. Let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konohagakure no Sato, 10 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the Hokage office, where we see Minato Namikaze while working on his Hokage desk, as on the desk was the picture of his family. As while working, he got tired as he stretched out his body on the chair and relaxed with a sigh as his gaze moved towards the picture. And looking at his family's photo, he smiled because in this picture was himself, his wife, both obviously happy, and their children, Manma and Mito, who were also smiling. And then his smile dropped as he looked towards the kid who was standing behind them, just with a blank face. Naruto, his youngest son, as he sighed. And then he smiled again and began to work again. And now we go towards night time, as after finishing up his work, he finally returned from Hokage office to his house, as he was greeted by his wife, as he said Tadaima, that he was home, as his wife said that welcome home. And when now they were inside the kitchen, he was happy to see that both Menma and Mita were there, but one chair was empty, and there were no utensils there as well. Kushina, where is Naruto's utensils? Isn't he going to eat with us? As Menma and Mita were quite shocked by this as well. What do you mean, Dad? Who's Naruto? As these words shocked him to the core, as Kushina was also in deep thought, and then as if she remembered something. Naruto? Yeah, I will call him, she said. Dad, who is Naruto? Menma and Mito asked again. You don't know? Minato asked as Kushina was now gone to get Naruto. No, we don't know him. Is he related to us? He's your little brother. We had a little brother? But I thought, well, only us two were siblings. Yes, he lives here. Naruto? As Minato also went there, as he was searching frantically from each room to room, but not finding anyone. Kushina began to get frantic as well, as Menma and Mita were quite shocked and scared and confused at the same time, until they heard a door open and close downstairs, as they all dashed towards that room to see that a kid arrived there similar to their age with anbu gear on his body and a mask that was, well, quite popular. Skull. He was an Anbu who was in Team Ryu, quite the youngest prodigy, and he has been, well, awarded by Minato himself quite a while as well. Naruto? What are you doing with this outfit and this mask? Well, Hokage-sama, I am Skull. What do you mean you're Skull? You're just a kid. You yourself said that you were quite impressed that I, at such a young age, have become such a formidable shinobi. But I did not knew that you were your son. Well, yeah. I guess you never really cared about me that much. No, we... Stop trying to bullshit me, Minato. You, neither Kushina, never once in your life gave me an ounce of attention. Now all of a sudden, what has gotten into you? Everything was going so smoothly. Oh, hey, there, well, Nissan and Nissan. I'll be going back up in the attic. Why there? Isn't your room downstairs? I don't have a room here. I live in the attic, remember? I told you where should I live. You said that move into the attic if you want to. Back when we were little. What? But don't tell me you don't even remember that much. Well, then again, I was the only holder of the soul of the QB. How would you focus on me more when you have the two prodigies over there to train? But really, how is that? We don't get it. Well, neither do I. But it is life, right? And it sucks. So, yeah, congratulations on finding out that you have another son. But I have, well, tomorrow duty. to attend to, so I'm here to rest and grab some scrolls. After that, I'll be off within 2 hours. So don't fret. I always have been doing this for the past years or so. As Naruto went up in the attic, where all of his family followed him suit. Naruto didn't stop them because, well, it was technically his, well, parents' house in which he was living in. As there he saw quite a lot of, well, scrolls, katanas, kunais, and awards that Minato himself has given him for butchering down a lot of evil shinobis. As his gut twisted as he realized that what kind of a Kage he has been. If Naruto was really trained by him, then he would have been proud. But he did not knew anything about his son. He had nothing to do with his achievements. He was happy for his son, but at the same time felt guilt. Guilt for, well, abandoning Naruto in his eyes. As Naruto then laid down and said, why are you all here? Aren't, can't we? Well, I'm not gonna stop you. It is technically your home, so yeah, you can visit it. So, what is it you want to ask? How did you become an anbu? Mito asked. Well, Nason, it's, well, quite simple. Back when we were little, you used to play with me. And you were still quite young, I remember. I have also, well, fragments of that memory. One day you all just stopped. I, well, tried to get your attention, but you were just too busy, so I stopped trying as the year progressed. And as for how I became Anbu, that is when I bumped into some of the Anbus after I was attacked by an Iwa shinobi who wanted to get back at you. As Minato and Kushina were now shocked. Well, they were more likely aiming towards Mito or Menma Nesan, but I was the one they got. But in the end, everything was working out, and I then decided that I will be an Hanbo. And Hiruzen-sama helped me out quite a while, because I pestered him day in and day out. And then he gave in to me with a challenge that if I beat him within a one match of Shogi 1 week after today, the date I asked him, he will allow me to become a shinobi. And I beated him after search and vigor. And after that, the rest is history. I was trained, taught by him and multiple other shinobis, and here I am, achieving my own success. But don't you want to be, like us? Why would I be? As both of their heart dropped at hearing this. I mean, not to be rude or anything, I'm just my own person. I can never be you guys. I mean, Menma and Mito Nesan are here, right, to fill in your shoes, and I want to be my own person. Not wanna live in your shadows, I guess. Aren't you happy that I achieved all this? Naruto asked, with a raised eyebrow. We are, but Naruto, you're, God for sake, 10-year-old. Are you sure that you want this life? Well, we were going to do this, all stuff, at a certain age. What's the point in starting on early, though, John? As Minato was quite happy that Naruto said these words. You still think of us? To be honest, I don't know. I don't really care. Never have. I stopped giving fucks about this stuff quite a while ago. Because I read about all the books, how to stop giving a fuck about anything. To be honest, it was quite a helpful book. And to be honest, in my life after that day and after that book was finished, I haven't given any fucks about literally anything. And have been living the life to the best. And that is why I have reached this state. And I will continue to do on so. And I would like all of you to promise me one thing, that you will not tell anyone about this. But why? All of my friends thinks that my little brother was, well, quite a loser. And I didn't even knew that I had a little brother. They always said Naruto is a loser. He even skipped this and that. You're a prodigy, Naruto, much better than us. Any of us. And you don't want any credit? Why should I? I'm not a kid seeking for attention. I just want to protect my village, that is all. And the people who I call as friends. As after that, Naruto then said, oh, I guess my time is up. As he started to gloat. Oh, looks like something is up. I gotta go. As Naruto wore his gear, instantly and with a sunshine he disappeared. Soundless sunshine. He advanced to that level. Dad. I remember now. I have fragments of memories, I guess. What is going on? How come we never were able to realize that Naruto was here? And he was alone. He stopped giving any shit about us now? It is all our fault, Menma. But still, we are his family. And, like it or not, I'm gonna tell everyone who he is. No, we promised, remember? And Naruto doesn't care what has happened, but all he seeks is future and happiness. If we are able to include ourselves in the future, then there might be a chance, right? As Naruto was hearing everything because a seal that he placed there. Yeah, right, like I will. To be honest, I do give a little bit of fuck about this, and yeah, I'm mad. Who wouldn't be? I mean, all those years you haven't given any shit about me, and now all of a sudden when you realized out of nowhere that I exist, God knows how or why, you want me back? No, I'm my own person, and I might move out after I turn 13. Damn this law that says that after becoming 13 years old, when you are recognized as an, you know, adult, oh, then only you can move out. Not a year before, not even a month before. Jeez. And here he was, being a 10-year-old adult, stuck here. As he arrived there with his team, where Yuga Uzuki, his team captain, alongside with Kakashi Hatake and Tenzo, was waiting. So you're here? Yup, I'm here. So, what is the mission? Well, Captain. Haha, very funny, Naruto. Come on, Nissan, tell me, Naruto said. We are to escort Hiruzen-sama to the resort, and our team was picked. Huh. Let me guess again. He wants me to relax, and all of you as well. Because we have been working non-stop for the previous 2 years. Yes. Okay, why don't I grab some clothes? Yeah, about that. We'll get kimonos there, so it won't be, any matter. Okay, I guess then we can go. As after that, Naruto and Hiruzen-sama left. As when Naruto didn't return after that night, for a whole week they were now beginning to worry if something has happened. And that is when Minato decided to do a little investigation and found out Naruto was in Team Row, the most active team in the past 5 years that have been going in and out of most dangerous mission, and Skull was also part of that team. And let's just say they were now on a mild, well, vacation slash mission to protect Hiruzen Sarutobi. Not like he needed any protection, but still, protocols are protocols. As now we go towards Sunflower Country, where Naruto was seen relaxing. Ah, this is life. As he was now, after taking a bath, going towards a room, and he bumped into someone, and that someone happened to be Uchito Ni from Kumo. Watch where you're going, little one. Hey, I'm not that little. You're only a year or two older than me. Huh. And what's with your bazongas? Why are they so huge? As Naruto was slapped across the face, as Uchito had a tick mark. As B and everyone also came there to see what has happened. Ow! Why would you slap me like that, you old lady? I'm not even aroused by you. As again another slap. As then out of nowhere, B then said, Yo, little man, do you wanna get whacked? Why you say shit to her? You know she's gonna beat your ass to the pulp. That doesn't rhyme at all. Stop rhyming, you piece of shit. As now he had a tick mark. He's getting in your nerves. I'm just joking. Sorry, Yujito. I apologize. It's just that I wasn't, aware where I was going. I'm quite tired. Where are you from? We're from Kumo. You? Oh, from Tanabata town. That is nearby. I see. And how long are you here for? 1 month. And let's just say that 1 month turned into quite a lot. As suddenly Hiruzen knew where Naruto was going and hanging out. Even his team. And they were, let's just say, happy. At the same time, quite aware. And not only them, the other team was as well, because Yujito was hanging out with Naruto a lot. Although they had a rocky start, Naruto and Yujito win over each other because the two of them literally didn't give any fucks. And that was the book that brought them together. How to not give any fuck to anything. And they discussed the quotes and favorite things that were said to them by the writer and how to act. And both of them were now sitting and have gotten close. As it was their last night when they kissed, and Naruto told her who he was, and she told him who he was. And to be honest, she expected him to hate her after telling that she was a Jinchuriki, but Naruto told her that he also held the soul of the Kyuubi, and was the son of the Yellow Flash and all. She was quite amazed and shocked by that turns of event as well, but in the end, didn't thought any of it, because Naruto was still Naruto. As after that, the whole, teams come together and stayed the whole night chatting up, and they left. And soon after that, a letter came from Kumo to Minato, after returning of Hiruzen Sarutobi, and that letter addressed a specific shinobi and demanding him to come to Kumo for, well, a trial for a political marriage between him and Yuchito Ni. Let's just say when Naruto found this out, Naruto chuckled, as his family was freaking out about this. How come they didn't knew anything about this and Naruto's relation going on at such a young age? Listen, Naruto, I know that we haven't been the best of parents, but we have the best of, well, interest in our heart regarding you. Are you sure that you want this? I mean, Kumo has a tendency of, going way off with their balanced lies. I trust her, okay, and let's just say what happened in the past was in the past, and I could give less a fuck what happens to me. If anything happens, it happens. I mean, it is my own fault that I trusted her, right? But I trust her, so yeah, I guess I'll be going. No, Naruto, you're not allowed to. I mean, come on, Hokage-sama. I am a trained and seasoned shinobi, as well as a jonin. I can take care of myself. If anything happens, I'll be at the most what? Wounded? Badly? Almost close to death? But I will be alive. That much I can promise you. And guarantee you. There is no stopping you, right? Nope. I am gonna go. Where am I gonna go? As Mito and her friends, as well as Menma and his friends were watching this all from their rooms, as well as they had a camera seal that they, well, borrowed, or more like stole from Minato office. As first we go towards Menma's room. You weren't joking. He really is an anbu, and Skull, who is famous for his brutality and ruthlessness. How did he get that power? After Kiba shut up, Sasuke asked that. He trained with anbus. He beat it even Hiruzen-sama. What? He beat the third Hokage? Yes. And after that, the third Hokage agreed to training him, and he was trained by him. I need that power. I need that power to beat Itachi. As Naruto arrived there, no you don't. Itachi is innocent. I know who is after the whole Uchiha massacre, and trust me, I don't like it one bit, that he is roaming around freely. Well, Itachi is out there suffering the most. You know nothing. Let's just say I was there that night when Itachi was on that mission that you saw. It wasn't Itachi. It was him impersonating as Itachi. Who? Who was impersonating as him? It was Danzo Shimura's goon, as Danzo was the one who sent out Itachi's clone to kill everyone, while the real Itachi and I were fighting on the other side. When we arrived there, we saw the massacre was happening. Obviously, I went after the goon and he went out to check out for his family. And that is why his sword was covered in blood, because he has other goons out there that Itachi was massacring, who was picking up on the eyes of the Uchihas. And he then realized that it was all a setup for him to be seen as the villain by the whole village and by you, who will testify against him. So let's just say you literally fucked up your brother's life, and he's on the run for that. But I, who was his friend, as was his little brother, knew everything, and I will get him back. So don't you dare disrespect his name. A man who was framed. I tried to tell anyone, but no one would listen. Even Hokage-sama thinks that he is a traitor. But Jiraiya-sama thought that it was an opportunity because he believes my words. You met her Sanin? Yes, Nissan, I did. And I told him everything, and he was quite sad when he found out what has happened. But I told him I could give less a fuck about this. So, back to what we were saying. Itachi is working for us, and his main goal is to infiltrate the Akatsuki and steal information for us. And that is what is going to happen. I'm going to Kumo for my marriage at the time, but I know he will be there. As after that, Naruto disappeared. As now we go towards Mito. The only reason Naruto came into Menma's room was because he had to pass by his room and Mito's room to go upstairs towards the attic, as their room was on the top floor. But now it didn't matter, as now we go towards Mito's room, where she and her friends, Ino, Sakura, as well as Hinata were seated, as Hinata was sad. I know you had a crush on him, but at the time I thought that it must be someone who is related to us or something like that, but then again, we are the only Uzumakis in this whole village. I should have known. I'm sorry, Hinata. No, it's fine. It's fine. As everyone was quite sad for her, but everyone knew that Naruto has, well, made up his mind and he could give less a fuck about anything, like the book he has read, written by Apollo Uchiha. As after that, we go towards Naruto, as he was now outside of the, well, Konoha's gates, as there was a lot of people there to see him off. Well, I'll be off then. As he wore his mask as he disappeared with a red flash. He knew Harishin? He has modified it, said Hiruzen. As Menma and everyone was shocked. An 11-year-old kid was doing Harishin and an advanced level of it, even faster than the fourth Hokage. Come, I will tell you how it all began. As now was the time when every secret was revealed about Naruto, as Hiruzen began inside his office. That was on the other side of the Hokage office. Well, it all began when he was 4. He came to me after he was rescued by an anbu, after Eva Gun attacked him. He asked me to become an anbu as well. I told him that he has to work hard for that, and he just kept on pestering me for months, and then in the end I, with my rage and, well, genius, came up with a plan, which was to trample his confidence so that he will forget about it and don't ask me. But guess what? The kid was able to beat me. After studying everything within 1 week about shogi in a match, and I took him in as a student for the word. Obviously, within those time, Jiraiya came and realized what was happening. He taught Naruto as well, and taught him your prize jutsu Rasengan. After realizing that it was unfinished, he finished it up. And after that, he changed all of a sudden. He said that he didn't care about proving anything to you. At first, he wanted to prove some things to you, that he was, well, different. He was not like the loser that you all thought of him as. But that changed after he read the book written by Apollo Uchiha, a great philosopher of a time. He wrote a book, How to Not Give Fuck to Anyone. And he read it. It was a joke of a book, but he read it and took it to heart. And he, well, I must hate to admit it, but became the best shinobi possible. He doesn't care about anything. Like his emotions are off and he's working. And even Danzo respects him for that. I see. So that is how Naruto became who he is. Yes, he has accomplished everything that you wanted your kids to achieve. Fame, fortune, his own, well, title. Well, it's his mask that is his title, skull. Every person who meets him dies. Don't live to tell the tale. One who was barely alive, he went off to finish the job after he revealed everything to Bingo Book. Even that is mentioned, right? He is an S-rank threat. The 10-year-old who was able to achieve an S-rank threat, Minato. What do you think? I am... I know. Proud of him, right? But you will be more proud and happy when it was done because of you. I am proud and happy that he became my student. But remember this, Minato. You made that foolish decision back then to focus on Menma and Mito more, and not on Naruto. I told you that it was foolish to think that these two or one of them could be the child of prophecy or a prodigy, because just they had is Kyuubi's chakra while Naruto had the soul. And you know the funny thing about this? Naruto's Kyuubi's soul is recovering and gaining the chakra back, because a soul can take chakra back from nature. So you can say what Menma and Mito are carrying is nothing more than extra baggage of chakra with them. As now this shocked them to the core, because what Hiruzen was saying was technically correct, and if proven right, then Naruto was the perfect Jinchuriki. But does the Kyuubi? Kyuubi also became quite a friend with Naruto, and Naruto can enter a perfect Biju mode state that he calls KCM, KCM2. And that is a sight to see. Let me tell you that much. Really? Yes. Anyways, I hope the time doesn't arrive for that much power of usage, but if it does, you will be the first one to witness it. As this was going on, now that Naruto's truth was revealed, we go towards Naruto, who has arrived to Kumo, and met with A and everyone else. At first everyone was wary of him, and Yuchito and he was going on out dates and stuff, and in the end, everything worked out well. Naruto was even able to win them over and made friends. A lot of them. And even Samui got on board, as she was 3 years older than him, and it just had become a genin alongside with Yuchito. as both of them then decided to marry him, as Naruto married his wives, and Konoha and Kumo were now in an alliance, a political marriage alliance as well, as Suna was already in an alliance, and Eva and Kiri were not having any of it, as a Kage Summit was called, and Naruto has to appear as well as those who has married, as Oniki then said, "You should break off this marriage this instant." On whose accord and words? Mine. You don't have any power over us. None. And why should we listen to you? Then be prepared for war. You want war? Bring it, Onigi. As Naruto's eyes then turned into golden slits, you will see why they call me Skull. Because I crush the skulls of my enemies. And to be honest, Eva and I have a bone to pick because of Uzushi Gakure. Do you really want to go there? Do you really want this war? Because trust me, Naruto said as his power began to leak, as golden chakra was appearing everywhere, and everyone could feel enormous amount of killer intent as they all were frozen. As Naruto finished, you will lose this battle. Badly. As after hearing these words coming out of Naruto's mouth, everyone's blood ran cold, as Naruto then returned back to his normal behavior. Sorry, I lost my cool for a bit. Because if someone threatens my loved ones, well, that is a thing I could give fuck about, and a major one. So please be careful of choosing your words regarding this matter. And as for Yushito and Samui, well, yeah, I love them both. We work out well together, and we are a couple. We are married because of our own choices, not by the tyrants of the village. It is just a plus point that there is an alliance. So you should have any problem with this. As after that, Naruto and everyone left, leaving the Kages to do their job, as they were now wandering around here and there until Naruto saw a certain figure watching him from the shadows. As he made a clone, and switched places instantly, not even letting the Jinchuriki fellow knew that he switched, as he arrived into the trees. You know, watching me from afar isn't going to help. Congratulations on your marriage, Naruto. I could have sent you a letter to come, Itachi-san, but yeah, well, when you are a labeled criminal in Konoha, it doesn't tend to help to get you back. Very funny. How is he? Your brother? Yes. He's fine. He still hates you, but I accidentally might have revealed everything to him. As Itachi looked at him, don't be mad at me. I just, seriously. So, what was his other reaction after hearing everything out? To be honest, I didn't wait. I could give less a fuck what he thinks. And I just, left because I was mad. I didn't want to hurt him because of his ties to you. I see. Thanks for, well, at least looking out for him. Yeah, he's been healthy, but the people he's hanging around with are not. Danzo, Koharu, and Homura. As his Sharingan activated. Calm down, Nisan. If you venture there and kill them as well, there might be a lot of trouble. I am already on a way to clear out your name, and for you to take custody back of Sasuke Uchiha before he's corrupted by them. What if he is? I do not know about that, but he hates you, and the Uchihas, well, he doesn't know about anything. Good. I might have told him though. Naruto, seriously. Why did you do that? You know that could have caused a lot of trouble. It could go sideways if he decides to seek answers and go tell this to Koharu, Homura, or Danzo. There might be a whole new turbulence in the village. And that is the reason why I tried to stop them in the first place. But it wasn't you who killed them. It was Danzo's goon dressed like you, impersonating you. I know, and I will get him for this. But now, I need your help to clear out the name. And I'm here to give you information about Akatsuki. They knew about your alliance, and they are now aware of your identity. And they are going to make a move soon. When? In 3 years of time. They say that it will be the time when Konoha's turn will be to host the Chunin exams. And they speculate that they might be able to convince the other Kages to let their shinobi join in. Through our work people that are inside the councils. Damn, that deep? Yes. All these bastards care about money and greed and their own power. They don't care about the village. They could care less if the whole village is fucked or screwed. Damn, that is quite scary. And that is why, Naruto, I'm telling you this. Beware. Beware of yourself and who you speak around with. Well, thanks, Nissan. I will be. Good. Well, now I must leave. Well, you could have stick longer and ruined your date? No, Naruto. They deserve some peace of time. As for me, I should be off. As Itachi disappeared in a murder of crows. As a envelope was left behind. Inside it was a note and some reviews. It is from me, a gift. You can buy anything you want. I didn't have time to pick it up. Still considered as ever, huh, Nissan? As Naruto disappeared and switched with the clone as well. As Naruto's clone's memories hit him back as he began to enjoy the date. And after that, the meeting ended inside Iron Country and everyone returned, as did Naruto back to his village. And after that, time passed, and 3 years went by. Now Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru unfortunately became aware of a certain fact. Jiraiya already knew, but Tsunade and more like Orochimaru became aware of a fact that they had another sibling student. That was Naruto, who was recently taken in and trained, and he was none other than Skull. His information was now revealed to the whole populace of, Elemental Nation, and they were afraid of him. Such a young age, and such agility and speed and precision and killer count. The kid was a monster in his own right. His siblings were sent on a mission in Land of Waves, as it turns out into an A-plus mission when 7 of the swordsmen of the mist attacked them, who were all rogue from the village, when working for Gato. Naruto was sent there, as his sister was amongst them, alongside his brother, who was captured. Naruto was seething because even though he didn't want to care about them, and didn't want to give fuck about them, they were still his blood. And even though he hated them, he still had to save them. That didn't mean that they had to die. As when he arrived there, he saw that one of the goons were about to rape his sister when he slashed him and cut him in 3 pieces. Naruto was seething as behind his skull, red eyes were glowing with slits. "You all will die today," he said in a cold voice. As next thing was red flash after red flash as blood splattered everywhere. Menma, Mito, and Sasuke firsthand witnessed what was really Naruto's alter ego, Skull, as they were downright terrified and scared of it. As after Naruto was finished, he was covered inside the blood of his enemies, as he dragged Gato and stabbed him and tortured him, and they could hear his screams after he went silent. Naruto arrived there, freeing everyone and then his siblings. "Are you guys alright?" As Mito began to cry, hugging Naruto. As Naruto tried to comfort her. "It's okay. Everything is fine. I'm here now, Nissan. We're gonna get out of here." As after that, Mito did not let go of Naruto all the way back to Konoha. As when they found out what has happened, Minato was quite mad at Naruto for displaying such skills. "Naruto, you traumatized your sister." "Traumatized? Me? Listen to me, Hokage-sama. With all due respect, I saved her before she got raped. If you don't believe me, ask Menma." Naruto said he didn't want to do anything with this, but he still couldn't care about his rage right now because he was mad. Mad at this foolish of a parent who thought that what he did was wrong and what those people were about to do was right to her. He couldn't let that happen to anyone's daughter, not while he's alive. As Minato calmed down, knowing fully well that Naruto was in rage, and he was the 3rd strongest shinobi in the now known elemental nations, after him and Hiruzen-sama, all 3 from Konoha. As Naruto then said, "Listen, calm down, Tojan. I, when I arrived there, witnessed a scene that made my switch flip, and I was enraged, okay? With my blind rage, I butchered down each and every one of them. So you would do the same if anything happens to us? All of us? As much as I hate to admit, yes. You still are the people who gave birth to me. Even if you were a trashy of a parents, you tried to make amends, and for that I am commendable to you. You still try to make amends, and I have been trying hard to get. And there has been 4 to 5 years since you know about my existence after the birth. So I forgive you now, because that much is a lot of punishment for you for all the ignorance. But let's just say I was busy all my years as well of training. As for Mito, I'm just happy that she's alive and safe. As for trauma, it can be covered up by Inoichi-san. He can make her forget those memories No, I will not do that, Mito said as she arrived there, rocking on a wheelchair. Mito-san, you have to. Otherwise, these memories will continue to haunt you. No, Naruto, they won't. You saved me. I know I'm not the best sister, but I got the best brother that I could ever ask for. Thank you so much. As after that, Menma thanked him as well, as Naruto was happy. For the first time, he cried. He didn't want to prove anyone anything, but he cried, knowing fully well the child inside of him that still wanted to seek attention from his parents and praise has finally gotten it. As he was happy as well. Glad you got what you deserved, kid. Fully earned, in my opinion. But that happiness was about to end when tuning exams kicked in. We go towards Amegakure where the Katsuki was planning to attack with Orochimaru because Suna has decided to, well, give him the middle finger and told him to fuck off because they didn't want to go against the four elemental nations because they did not have the capacity to lose their whole village just because of some madman's war. And let's just say, when the exams kicked in, Naruto monitored everything. And when the fourth and final stage began, that is when the attack happened. The Rinnegan user, Pain, tried to use his universal push, Shinra Tensei, but nothing happened because air futon jutsu appeared, shoving him back, throwing him, and destroying his Tendo pot. It was Naruto who arrived there. Do you think I will let you all walk in? As soon as you were within 100 miles of radius to my village, I already knew you were there because of your existence and stench. As Naruto, with his barrage of clones, everyone witnessed, single-handedly defeated all of them. And then, every Katsuki having a bar of chakra from each Biju, God knows how they got it, fed themselves to well, the statue that was summoned, and the Ten Tails in a weakened form was released for some time. As Naruto then revealed his KCM2 state, as a huge Biju of fogs appeared with gold and black linings, as Naruto then released Bijudama after Bijudama, defeating the huge statue and taking it down with the help of other Jinchurikis as well. As after that, everyone was surprised what happened next. Naruto just went and didn't forgive anyone, slitted their throats, and Itachi was helping him out with his genjutsu. As Itachi coughed a huge amount of blood, as was on one knee. As Naruto was dashing towards him, Itachi-ni-san! As Sasuke jumped in between with the kunai. Sasuke, said Itachi. Itachi. No! Sasuke, stop! Said Naruto. You. Why? Why didn't try to? I was framed. I had to. It was you, or either everyone. I had to save you, Sasuke. I couldn't save everyone. I tried to preserve our legacy, but I couldn't. I tried to preserve Uchiha's legacy by their Sharingan being destroyed, who were being harvested by Danzo's gun. Danzo will pay for this, said Naruto, as Danzo's throat was slitted by his clone, who was trying to hide alongside Koharu and Homura. As Hiruzen they tried to ask help from Hiruzen, but Hiruzen was on Naruto's side, and fully aware of what was happening because Naruto was able to gather enough evidence. And not only that, he now had to go and fight Orochimaru, who appeared out of nowhere and stabbed Hiruzen, who was also now arriving there behind back, as Naruto arrived and with a single kick cleaved his head off with such pressure, and Orochimaru was laying on the ground now, dead, as he healed his GD with the much power left within him. As after that, every other Jinchuriki and Biju user arrived there, as Naruto was surrounded by his loved ones again. As his GD breathed his last breath, that he was proud of Naruto, as Hiruzen couldn't bear it because that rod was poisoned with 10,000-year-old snakes, and it killed him instantly. As Naruto was crying, and after his huge funeral, Naruto and his wives were there. The Shinobi Nations was now in peace with the death of Hiruzen Sarutobi, and how they were close fighting with one another against a huge Biju. And they knew fully well that they should be working together at that time. And as for Naruto, he was making sure the peace was preserved, by hook or by crook. He would never allow this peace to break, because this peace cost his Gigi's life, the one man who gave a fuck about him, a major one. As This is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off. Peace.